Yo, what up? It's the Black Lex Luthor. Yo, AKA King Supreme Rocket Fist. AKA the man, not the myth. AKA Dust Kicker. AKA Prince Powerful Mindset. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm out here. I just came from the overtime joint at the gig. Went and lifted a few weights or whatever. But I don't do very many of these videos. I kind of wanted to touch on a little subject about work etiquette. Knowing what to do and what not to do at the gig. Alright? So anyway, man, I usually when I'm done with work, you know, sometimes I'll stay around and you know, I might go to the gym at work and hit some weights or whatever, but at this point I was just walking out and I happened to catch up with one of my coworkers, and she's a nice looking lady, not even sure of her nationality or whatever, but she looks like she might be Puerto Rican. Which, you know, she's nice looking. She's married, just like me. But anyway, so we're walking out, and we see this cat. You know, he got on some sweats and a t-shirt, like some little dirty J's or whatever. And you know, I don't judge folks. Like, you can wear whatever you want, you know what I mean? But you know, he kind of looked out of place there, you know, saying as though, you know, I work in a very, you know, business casual environment. Anyway, so, you know, he was talking to some of the security guards at the check-in desk, and you know, we passed by him. You know, he looked like he was still talking. So we walk out the door, and you know, here this cat is, like, he walks up beside us, kind of walking fast. He's like, yo, excuse me, guys. And he tries to, you know, he kind of walks by us, but then he stops and he's like, this mother. Then he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, guy and girl, or guy and gal. You know, trying to kind of make up for that. I just kind of in my head, I'm like, this nigga right here, man. Anyway, you know, he kind of introduces himself as we walking, I guess kind of trying to ease the awkwardness of the interaction. I don't know. He seemed to be kind of like one of those cats that talk a little bit too much, and I really don't like to be around folks that talk too much, because usually the people that talk too much, they don't have a lot to say, if you catch my drift. That's probably one of those old axioms that people have used. You know, I don't know, but it's usually the truth in most cases. Anyway, you know, he's just kind of yapping on about, you know, he's got a new gig, you know, he'll be working there with us and blah blah blah. So, you know, we're just being cordial and introducing ourselves. You know, she introduces herself first, I introduced myself, I shook his hand. He's like, oh, dog, don't hurt me, big man. I'm like, this nigga, you know, take your crusty, man, get out of here, bro. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, I do have a strong grip, you know, due to my martial arts training, but I'm like, it's not really that serious. I ain't gripping him up that bad. But anyway, you know, you kind of feign hurt. Like, I'm like, I already know this dude full of it. But, you know, we part our ways, we say bye or whatever, you know. He's like, hope to see y'all when I'm at work. So I get in my ride, man, and I'm driving off. Cause I didn't even see where this cat actually went. He kind of like went off into another direction, you know, obscured by the cars. I really didn't see where he went. Man, I'm pulling out into the to exit the gig. I'm pulling out to the drive, and this cat is like walking out in front of the car. I'm like, what is going on? Like, where is this dude going? I'm thinking he drove up here, but then he like, hey, yo, Mr. Marcel, yo, can you, hey man, could you give me a ride up to the, could you give me a ride up to the, to the Red Roof Inn? And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, I knew what a Red Roof Inn was, but I was like, yo, where's the Red Roof Inn at? Is it like right up here? It's like, yeah, man, you can save me like about 60 seconds. And I'm like, but go ahead, get in, man. And I move my little stuff off and, you know, off the front seat. And he hops in. He's like, yo, man, that lady you were with, man, she's kind of fine. You know, how does the job do with people talking to coworkers? And I'm like, oh, this dude already starting off bad, man. Already. Like, I will say that at the job there are people that work there that are married, and there are people there that date each other. You know, it's even been my experience. I've talked to people there, right? But this is not how you start off a conversation. This is not how you start off a conversation with your coworker. This does not make you look good. Okay? Your first conversation should not be about, especially if it's your first personal, like, one-on-one conversation with someone that you have not known. Do not start talking about sex or relationships in the workplace. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like it's not necessarily frowned upon, but man, it does not make you look good. That is not something you should start talking about. Whether it makes you, you know, you feel nervous or not. I mean, it doesn't matter. Don't start doing dumb stuff, man. That's a no-no. But anyway, that's my rant. Don't be stupid. Learn work etiquette. This has been a Black Luther production. I'm out. Dude, you run.